All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Portland Snowhawks. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set. 19. 54 Mike. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. 13 yards on the game's opening play. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
From the gun, here's Watson. Caught by Jones. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. That catch, by the way, number 940 in his career, so he's 60 away from a grand, but 940, that ties him with Art Monk.
And I think it's fitting that he tied Art Monk because of the way that he goes about his business, the way that he plays the game. Not a lot of flash, not a lot of dash, but plenty of production.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check 9. 54. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Shift!
On 1st and 10, Watson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First down, Houston.
Mike is set. 19. Mike's by 4. 954. Go. Pick the edge.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And some room to roam now. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Corey Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Bring it.
Go on.
Chance. Hey.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch 1. 6 man. Check curls, check curls.
Here's 2nd and 8. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Safe. Check.
Look, squeeze. Shoot.
On first down, Dobbins, and he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 19-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Portland football here ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Keep it up, guys. Slam.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Hey, orbit.
2nd and 4. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half.
But this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
26.
Throwing again is Watson. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Faking the give. Now Watson. This complete to Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
While sometimes it doesn't appear like much, the out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, it can turn into a big play. But the reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Safety screen.
22. Check. Cover. Hey, 24.
From the 39, Watson. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant. My game.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Put the boy down. He's coming.
My game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Wide motion, wide motion. 54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check, watch 55. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off.
Watson now to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
No gain on this, D.
Hey, watch Sam, watch Sam. Check Mike 54.
54.
Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. It's caught. Jones. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the red zone now, Watson being chased out left. Caught here by Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They run with Howard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 4-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Get ready. Get ready.
Rock it, rock it.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Kill.
Go out.
Hey, turn it up, turn it up. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
4 down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Watch the safety creep. He's crashing. He's tripping.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Matt Weil now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, check.
Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4.
You ain't going nowhere.
Right there, 54 Mike. Double dog, that's the way.
Out of the gun, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hey, watch that. Check, Mike, 54.
Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up. 54's Mike. Check, watch 54.
All day, baby, all day.
Mike's by 4, Mike.
Here's Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a 3-yard gain. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They go with Howard again.
Give me something.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Running from the gun with Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first, they go right back to Howard. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second and 7 at the 43-yard line.
On the ready.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming. Snap.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Get him. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Running with Howard.
No.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
60 outlaw. Topper.
Switch gears.
Let's go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. On first down, they run with Howard. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Howard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They come up short here on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
I'm here all day.
To throw again, Watson. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
My game. Hey, keep it. Mike 8. My game. 54. All day, defense, all day.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
That is 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Let's put that team on the bus. My game. It's coming. Oh, Troy. Here we go. Mike 8. Alert. So we got man. My game. Push him back. Mike 8. Watch the pass. My game.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. He completes it to Jones. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Fletcher Cox busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. 3rd down here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Watson, operating from the gun. He finds his target, Fuller. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
1st down, Texans.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Steps away to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson forced out to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
And it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelce, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Daniil Hunter in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Down to Luke 31. Man, that's trash. My game.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Flushed out right. He's got Fuller. That goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
Here we go.
And that seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
no doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a second down.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Corey Grant, his second touchdown of the night. And the Texans have taken the lead.
You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his second touchdown there. They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
70, Indy.
They'll keep it on the ground. Howard.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. On first down, it's Howard. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber. Alpha.
He'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
24.
On 3rd down,
Check.
Grant.
Crouch. It's run, Bell. It's run.
There he goes left side. Touchdown, Houston. Corey Grant, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. They got the touchdown, but a little risky, even though where they were to run the football in that situation on the final play.
If they give it up somehow, if a turnover is created and they take it back the other way, instead of a comfortable victory that they've got now, they've got a lot of explaining to do about why they tried to run the ball in that situation instead of just taking a knee and icing it.
But thankfully for them, they won't have to do any explaining. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Houston, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile,